Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. Upcoming artists, musicians, don't be stuck in a 90s mindset of getting put on and signed to a record deal. You're missing out on connecting with your fans, the ones who are actually going to support your music career. Artists, musicians, pay attention. Now, that's what's great about crypto. It does so much in the real world. At some point, you won't need the record labels anymore. People can create their own music and get it out there and get paid directly without having to have a record deal. That's how much crypto is growing. SEC versus Ripple case gets an update, but there's a catch. So, the litigation between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is slowly but surely moving toward an end. Today, more progress was made when Ripple founders Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen filed a memorandum of law in response to motion for summary judgment from the SEC. One nuance, however, has caused widespread resentment concerning these documents. Due to the fact that the original SEC documents have been filed under seal at the regulator's request, they themselves and all subsequent responses to them have been hidden from the public view. That's why I was telling you, we're never going to get to see those documents. According to a lawyer and XRP enthusiast, the sealing of initial versions of critical documents is yet another attempt by the SEC to cover up the truth in a case where hundreds of thousands of people's investments have been hurt by the investigation. And they don't want us to ever see it. That's exactly what it comes down to. This is a continuation of keeping critical material sealed from a community of hundreds of thousands of people harmed by the lawsuit, because the SEC who brought the lawsuit alleged experts were harassed by members of that XRP community based on evidence that it's self-sealed and cannot be assessed by the same XRP community as to whether the evidence has any merit. The SEC Gov is a disgrace. The lawsuit is a disgrace, and this level of sealing is a disgrace within a disgrace. And it's just like prolonged. And here we are coming up on 2 years in this case. It's ridiculous at this point. Let's not forget, XRP is not an investment contract. XRP is a virtual currency and thus outside the SEC's jurisdiction. Ripple has never entered a contract for an investment with any holder of XRP. Ripple has never held an ICO, never offered future tokens to raise money, and has no relationship with the vast majority of XRP holders, me and you. Holding XRP does not mean a person receives a portion of Ripple's revenue or profits. If that was the case, Ripple would have to pay us a percentage, most likely by the month. But they don't, because we're not in an investment contract with Ripple. Ripple's XRP sales amounted to far less than 1% of massive XRP market that has grown over the last 8 years. The XRP ledger on which XRP actually moves is completely decentralized. The SEC ignores the economic reality of an XRP transaction. Ripple's XRP holdings do not create an investment contract any more than De Beers holding convert diamonds into securities. And that's why they want this case to end with clarity. Ripple needs that clarity. We need that clarity. We don't want the SEC just to drop this case. We would rather get a settlement where the SEC has to say that XRP is a cryptocurrency and not a security. The first step to determine if XRP could be a security is if you have an investment contract. Ripple does not have an investment contract. With whom is the contract? Brad Garlinghouse said that. It is cutting-edge, industry-defining case. It's going to be precedential, not just for Ripple, but for the entire crypto industry. It's being watched by the entire industry, and everybody's watching this case inside of crypto. Because at any moment right now, any crypto can be drugged through this by the SEC. Once this case ends, though, and Ripple wins, it's going to send shockwaves throughout the entire crypto space. It could set off the next bull run. Cryptocurrencies will play a very important role in payments disruption. But here's the thing. Payments like person-to-person payments and retail transactions in your local convenience store, nobody cares about those. That's why they never went after XLM. XLM's out there banking the unbanked. They're setting up transaction hubs throughout the world, and nobody cares because it doesn't disrupt the banking system. That's why they went after Ripple. The SEC points out that there wasn't a real use case for XRP by Ripple until 2018 with on-demand liquidity. Ripple chose, quite arguably, the most difficult industry to disrupt, the half-century-old cartel banking system, a system built on fees generated from friction. Jamie Dimon ain't happy. And I believe this case is getting delayed so he could create his new system. All of a sudden, he's getting involved with Swift. He wants to create a system he can still control and make money off of. That's why Ripple is still being delayed and tied up with the SEC. But when his new system fails, they'll be ushering in XRP to fix everything. Bank of England, a Ripple partner, described XRP use case could be used for lending, commodities trading, securities trading, derivatives, etc. But one thing they mention here is very important. So, wholesale cross-border payments. These are typically between financial institutions, either to support the financial institution's customers' activities or its own cross-border activities, such as borrowing and lending, foreign exchange, and trading of equity and debt, derivatives, commodities, and securities. Debt is very important. It's a massive amount of money. And again, XRP deals with debt. Could not even think about an available real-time global payment system partnering with central banks around the world, possibly solving global debt by the on-demand liquidity platform that pays for itself. Swift, pay more, wait longer. Ripple, any ideas? Can't think of any solutions. And that's the thing. Debt is another thing that no one likes to talk about. They always say, well, XRP is going to move all the money. They're talking about sending money from one country to another country, but they never talk about the debt. And XRP has to be very high valued to take care of the world's debt. Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan and JP Morgan and Chase CEO Jamie Dimon both agree that the U.S. economy is doing well and consumers are in good shape. But the consumers basically have more money in their accounts by multiples than they did pre-pandemic. So we're all doing good, right? While inflation rages on, we're doing fine out here. So the Fed has achieved it once more. You are decimated by inflation, and banks are making a ton of money getting paid by the Fed and by you, high rates. Meanwhile, they pay you nothing for your deposits. The banks are the ones making all the money now. That's why they think we're in good shape, because they're making a pile of money off of us. And as time goes on, this system is definitely going to fall apart. And while it's falling apart, XRP is going to be needed more and more. And that's when the U.S. is going to end this case with the SEC and welcome Ripple with open arms. You can already see it building for this. It's been building for so long. I'm going to do another video today where I talk about the stock market crash, because right now is the 35th anniversary of the stock market crash of 1987. And that was like nothing compared to what's coming. You could already see it setting up for a massive, massive crash at some point, most likely next year. But it's sad to see bankers say that the economy's in great shape and people have all this money in their accounts when that's not even true. Most people are struggling to put gas in their cars to make it back and forth to work all week. Other people are trying to just get by and get food every single day. We are not in good shape. When bankers say that, you know it's time for a new system to be brought in, because this old system just isn't working for us anymore. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.